People of every color, every shape, every age.
That's very hard to come by. It's very, very rare.
All aggression you have toward the US, you can aim toward me.
We're Oskar and Dan, two boys from Sweden traveling the world together. We're currently trying to visit 100 countries before the end of the year. And in this video, we're exploring one of the most famous cities on the planet.
Good morning from the city of Jerusalem.
Good morning, everyone. It's the most beautiful day.
Perfect temperature, like 26 degrees.
We are super excited to explore one of the holiest cities in the world.
Let's go. So we only have this one full day here in Jerusalem, so obviously this is not going to be a video that covers everything that Jerusalem has to offer or all the politics that surrounds the city and all that kind of stuff. But if you're looking for a video that covers what you can do as a tourist on a day in Jerusalem, this is the video for you.
But who are we kidding? Our videos are not really tours in any way. It's just us eating in random different locations. So if you like that for us, then you can watch.
We're walking up to our first stop, which is where we're gonna enter the old city of Jerusalem through the Jaffa Gate. Dan always saving the world one plastic bag at a time.
It came blowing towards us and I was like, I can't just let it keep on blowing out into nature. So you gotta do what you gotta
do. First off, the tourist info to get a map.
We got a paper map, which sometimes tends to be a bit easier to use than Google Maps in a touristy neighborhood like this. Let's try to find our way around this maze of streets.
And the first thing we see as we walk inside the Jaffa Gate is this, which is apparently the Swedish Christian Center. Don't know what that's about. And for those of you who are new to our channel, a lot of people assume we're American, but we're Swedish, so just so you know.
Well, I'm half American, so all aggression you have toward the US, you can aim toward me.
So, the old city of Jerusalem is divided into four main quarters, which is the Armenian Quarter, the Christian Quarter, the Jewish Quarter, and the Muslim Quarter. So we're starting off in the Armenian one, and we're gonna try to make our way around the whole town.
Hopefully we'll be in Armenia within a few months, so this is like a nice sneak preview.
So, if you're like us, you might wonder why there's an Armenian Quarter that's separate from the Christian Quarter. I just Googled, so this is straight off Wikipedia. The central reasons for the existence of a separate Armenian Quarter is the distinct language and culture of the Armenians, who, unlike the majority of Christians in Jerusalem, are neither Arab nor Palestinian.
So they're
Christian, but so they're Christian.
Wait, but is it fashion? It's fashion.
They're neither Arab nor Palestinian, so they're a distinct ethnic group, basically, who have been here since the 4th century, so that's why. Since we haven't been to Armenia yet, this is the first time I'm seeing Armenian written on a sign anywhere in real life. Pretty cool.
It was very nice and calm in the Armenian Quarter, and I have a feeling now that we're entering the more touristy quarters, things will get a lot more intense.
So far, everything is incredibly clean, beautiful, and well-maintained, I feel, here in central Jerusalem.
This is one of the best smoothies I've ever had. They put in lemon sorbet to make it extra refreshing, and couldn't have asked for anything better in this heat. Made it to the Western Wall, one of the most famous sites in the world.
And the holiest site in the world for Jews. By the way, as we go around Jerusalem, there's going to be so much information on different signs and stuff like that everywhere. So we're going to record a bunch of those signs, and you can just pause the video if you ever want to read something and dive deeper into it, because there's no way we can retell everything in this vlog ourselves.
Don't know how this is gonna not blow away, but so this is the Western Wall, and as always, it's so cool when you're at a super holy site like this to see the diversity of people that come here. People of every color, every shape, every age are all here praying and feeling a spiritual connection that's really beautiful. We're in California?
By San Francisco.
Oh, we lived in San Francisco for a year.
Yeah, we did.
Which part?
We were going to college. The dorm happened to be on Nob Hill.
I must say, while I'm very excited to see every quarter of Jerusalem, there's something special about seeing the Jewish quarter, just because traveling around the world, we go to a lot of Muslim countries, we go to a lot of Christian countries, so we're kind of used to seeing that. We're used to seeing churches, mosques, but synagogues and holy sites for Jewish people, that's very hard to come by. It's very, very rare, and really the only other place that we see a lot of it is in like New York, for example. So that makes it even more special, I think, to see that here.
So we tried to go up to Temple Mount. Right now it's almost 4 p.m. Apparently only Muslims are allowed. Other tourists can go early in the morning. So we were kind of like bummed out.
So although the divisions seem quite like clear cut on the map with the different quarters, walking around the Muslim quarter now, we're still seeing churches, we're seeing synagogues as well. So it doesn't seem to be as clear cut as the map makes it out to be. Obviously, the history of the city is a lot more complicated than that.
We're drawing money so we can get juice. Do you have any fresh pomegranates?
Pomegranate is so expensive. It's 20 shekel.
What if we get 50-50 orange pomegranate mix? 2 glasses. So we have our pomegranate and orange juice mix as our favorite, and my god is it good. Oh.
Our second juice slash smoothie in the past an hour and a half. Can't really get much closer than this, but down there is the Al-Aqsa Mosque, the I think 3rd holiest site in Islam. We made it to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, which is one of the most important places in Christianity. I'm not religious personally, but having grown up with Christianity and having grown up with the biblical stories, I must say I'm almost getting goosebumps being here. This is the alleged site of Jesus' crucifixion and then also of his empty tomb.
Feels like we're in the Ministry of Magic or something.
Found a fully vegan falafel place for lunch slash dinner, dunch, as we like to call it. It's almost 5 p.m.
So fun to have self-service where you can just take as much of what you like as possible. Look at this, another day, another beautiful falafel.
I loaded up on literally everything. Probably a little bit too much of everything because this is falling apart. Piping hot, fresh falafel. Alright, so after exploring Old Jerusalem, we're gonna walk up to this hilltop over here and watch, not the full sunset I guess, but we're gonna see the city from above. By the way, oh my god. Gotta catch my breath. This is a lot of steps. But now that we've walked around all of Old Jerusalem, since we were pretty unsure this morning, just wanted to point out that we've been wearing shorts all day in short-sleeved shirts, and everything has been fine. We haven't been told to cover up in any of the sites. Not sure what the situation would be like for women, so do look that up, but yeah, this is our input on that. Okay, I think we're headed up there. How you doing?
I'm done. Oh, my watch says my heart rate is 165. This is real cardio, especially in the heat.
We made it up. We're close.
We obviously made it up. We've spent the last 45 minutes here waiting for the sun to set a little bit. Going at the end of the day was not a good idea. You want to go here early in the day when the sun is on the other side, because now we're just trying to look at the view, squinting like, can't see it, and it turns out terrible in photos.
That is your first time here?
So after almost watching the sunset from that hilltop, we hopped in a taxi and we went over to this market. I'm gonna put the name here because I don't know how to pronounce it. And we're meeting up with our friend from university actually. God, it's been so long.
We met our friend Liron.
With Liron's help, we explored the market to find some delicious street food eats.
Trying gut for the first time, which is
Natural Molly.
natural Molly. That's what she goes for.
There's also vegan knafe.
Wait, do you have a vegan one? Wow, okay, yes.
Vegan knafe. I didn't think we would find it.
So Liron found us vegan knafe. We've seen this so many times, never been able to try it. So this is our first bite ever. This is amazing. Okay. Wow. This is just like the perfect kind of dessert.
Terrible.
What? It's terrible?
She said it's terrible.
Oh no. So nice to be with a friend who's so vegan conscious. She's just asking around like she knows exactly what to look for, and obviously she's a local as well. That just makes things very easy. In typical Oskar Dan fashion, we started off with dessert and we're finishing off with shawarma.
Good morning.
We have been exploring non-stop these first 2 days. It's been pretty intense, so we had to sleep in a little bit for our health's sake. But now we're about to go pick up our rental car and we're gonna be driving onwards on this trip. It's very exciting. But we're gonna do something we've never done before. It's gonna be a really culturally immersive experience. We are heading for the first time into Papa John's.
Israel is one of the most vegan-friendly countries in the world, and we saw Papa John's was next to our hotel. It has a whole vegan menu, and we were like, what the hell? We're so far from all the other restaurants on Happy Cow, our vegan restaurant app, so why not just try it? Oh my god!
Oh yes!
Wow.
Look at that. A lot of vegan cheese.
I don't want to get burned. We have to wait. I can't. First time trying Papa John's. I like it. It has vegan pepperoni and vegan sausage.
For me, as a Palestinian, I hold Israeli ID.
Yeah.
But every time I had to go to work, I'm gonna have to cross a checkpoint. It's like crossing from the US to Mexico. If it takes me like 50 minutes to get to my work from home,
Yeah.
add another hour. It's divided into areas. Some areas Palestinians are not to go into, some areas
Yeah.
Israelis are not to go into. But as an Israeli holder, I can go wherever I want to go. But
Okay.
still, I'm treated differently. Even if
Yeah.
I want to travel, I don't have an Israeli passport. Wherever I want to go, I'm gonna have to apply for a visa, with special requirements and everything.
Yeah.
And sometimes they refuse us.
Yeah.
If you go to the airport, you're treated differently.
Is there a way for you to get an Israeli passport if you wanted to, or?
There is, but it's really hard.
Uh-huh.
It's not simple because we're here in Jerusalem. If I was born, like say in
Like
some
Haifa?
yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
north of Israel, it's much simpler for them. But it is what it is. Well, what can we do?
Conveniently enough, the pickup place is just like a 2-minute walk from our hotel, so we're just going there right now with our suitcases and everything.
So we're starting the day by going to Yad Vashem. We just got in our car. I don't know if it's the biggest, but it's definitely one of the biggest Holocaust museums in the world. So it's gonna be a very intense morning. We weren't allowed to record in Yad Vashem, which is fine, it's understandable. It was really interesting because you get some perspectives that you don't usually see even at Holocaust museums outside of Israel. A lot more sort of
Detail.
Context.
Yeah. Well, we've both been to Auschwitz-Birkenau before. Even having been there, this added a lot more that I personally at least didn't know about the Holocaust. So
It's so crazy that even after World War II, Jews were not really welcome in many places. People would not take them as refugees. They really had nowhere to go, nowhere that was home for so long, which sort of gives you a better understanding for now that they finally have a home after thousands of years, a place where they can't be persecuted or can't be pushed out.
if you come to Jerusalem, you definitely should go. So important that everyone knows about this piece of history.
And it's free.
Now we're heading onwards. But now we're heading onwards to the Dead Sea, which we're very excited about. So until we see you in the next video,
See you
around the world.
Next time on Oskar and Dan.
That is
Oh my
crazy.
Floating around in the Dead Sea.
We both feel reborn after that.
We are dripping.